Current liabilities is a phrase you'll see often on the balance sheet in your accounts. A current liability is generally something you owe within a year. That's why it's called current. The main sorts, I would say, are trade creditors, accrued expenses. We have other creditors, and maybe there's loans and taxes. So there's about 5 there. So going through them quickly. Taxes, if I start with that one, if you taxes, if your VAT pays you in a corporation tax, that's going to be a current liability. Trade creditors, very, very common one, but that's basically when your suppliers have invoiced you for goods or services. If you still owe them, then that's going to be included as a trade creditor within current liabilities. Accrued expenses, that's a bit like trade creditors. It's where you've had the use of a service or even a good, but you haven't been invoiced for it yet. So maybe you know that you're going to get a bill for rent, but you're paying it in arrears. So if you owe 6 months rent, but you haven't been invoiced for it yet, the value of that would be an accrued expense. When we do accounts, we often put an accrued expense in for the accountancy fee, because whoever we're doing it for doesn't know what the bill's going to be at that point in time, but they know they have to accrue for something. They have to account for the fact it's coming. Other creditors is basically where you stick anything else you can't think of, and often it might be where the company owes the director some money. That would often be in other creditors. And finally, things like bank loans or HP accounts, the amount that you have to repay within the year, they would be included within current liabilities. The amount that you have to pay after more than 1 year would be a long-term liability, so they wouldn't be included within current liabilities. So that's it. Basically, it shows how much you owe that you have to pay within 1 year at the balance sheet date.